not wrong about like, just like people like us, like from Pacific Islands and that. Obviously, like a lot of us, like you see, like a lot of like we're not, like there's not much business owners, not people in like you know, go to university.
Yeah, we just don't see it. Eh?
We just don't see it. Or
like, yeah, they're just pretty much just like whatever jobs they've seen done.
Yeah.
So that's what like it's important that we see what we need. Like how we had Bill Cosby as a doctor.
Yeah.
Shit. Before that, you were thinking like, man, people like us don't become doctors. And that's why he was like, that Cosby show was like so good because it was like, man, we don't see this.
We don't see this stuff, yeah.
So to try and get the Pacific nations going. Yeah. It's like so much like talent and so much to offer.
Yeah, for sure.
Like like good-hearted people that always just like for the greater good sort of thing. Yeah. It's like, man, we've got to start promoting us. Sort of,
yeah. Like there's like a lot of, like obviously there's a lot of like successful like sports people. But I'd love to see, like there is a lot of like boys that are starting to open up businesses, like, you know, boys and girls. There's this bloke named have you heard of Sam Fortify?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He was like a rapper in Brisbane. Yeah, so like he's over in Dubai at the moment. He's really successful. So I'm pretty sure he bought like I think he started off like he had like a Facebook page on called Fortify back in the day, and basically just blew up. And he created like apps and that, and he had one of the highest viewed Facebook pages in the world at the time, and he has an Instagram page at the moment, and I get a lot of tipped off him there.
Yeah, right.
He buys Bitcoin and stuff like that. Just seeing more people like that, you know what I mean? Like he came from Logan, and like when you see someone like that, you're like wow, like if he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So what are you doing at the moment?
So I'm doing an apprenticeship. I'm a third year apprentice, electrical. I started, when did I start? So when I finished high school, I went straight into, I did door knocking, door knocking?
Yeah,
I was just like, man, I need to get into the workforce, man. I need to get a job. So I was like on Seek, just applying for jobs. And door knocking, they give jobs to everyone. So I was like, I was just stuffing, man. I'll just give it a go. Yeah. I was in for the interview, did all the training and stuff, and then went out and I was just knocking on people's doors, just asking them. I was just selling gift cards. And I found that pretty interesting. Like I met some interesting people. I learned how to talk to people and like sell to people that didn't want to buy from me. So that was pretty hard to sell to people that, when a random guy knocks on your door, you know what I mean, tries to sell you something, like you don't want to buy anything off them. But somehow I did find ways on how to sell to people, and I did get a lot out of that job. And then after that I did mortgage broking. So I was an assistant for a mortgage broker. Then I got my certificate in mortgage broking. So I was writing like home loans for her, and I did that for about a year and a bit. And then I went into sales.
Yeah, right.
Selling transport.
Yeah.
And then
So how'd that go? Like, what was that like? Like,
so
just calling places to go, oh, have you got a good career and all that sort of stuff? Or
yeah, pretty much. I just he gave me so basically. The job previous to the mortgage broking one, he was one of our clients, and I built a really good relationship with him. And he kind of gave me an opportunity to work for him, and so I started working for him. And basically, I just made up a sales pitch on the phone.
Yep.
And then I'd book meetings for me and him to go out to the clients. So I'd book the meetings, and then me and him would go out to the clients, and then offer them a better deal on transport. And then I did that for about a year and a bit, and then I did Young Guns. The club got me a job at unloading containers.
Yeah, right.
Oh, bro, that was so tough, man.
That
was a tough job. I lost so much weight, like I leaned out pretty quick. So I did that for a bit. I was like, man, I can't keep doing this, man. Like, I'm stuffed, man. I get the training, I'm stuffed. So So I was like, I might just start an apprenticeship. So yeah, I started my apprenticeship before I turned 21. I just missed out. Like I think they signed me up 4 days before I turned 21.
Yeah, right.
So they wouldn't sign me up as a mature wage.
Yeah, right.
So I've been stuck on earning $600 to $700 a week for the last 3 years. But
Yeah.
man, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, pay your dues. Yeah.
You got to pay your dues. Yeah. So I'm 3 years in now. But the footy money helps out though.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, the footy money does help out. I don't know how some apprentices survive these days with the apprentice wages, but
Man, living, mum and dad's the only way, isn't it?
yeah, man, stay with your parents as long as you can, like.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, put in where you can, but that's the only way you're gonna sort of save. Like,
Especially in this day and age, like
man,
a lot of
rent,
things expensive, man. Like especially with a
Everything.
family
Yeah,
like yourself.
yeah. But it's like shopping trips. Like it's like $100 trip is like not too like much stuff, you know. And it's like, dude, it's like
Yeah, things are so expensive, man. Like fuel,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
The prices of fuel's like dollar 40, 50, 60, 70.
Yeah.
I reckon in like the next couple of years, like it's gonna skyrocket, man. It's gonna be like $2, I reckon.
Well,
So,
man, I've got a diesel and filled up, and it was like $140 fill sort
Yeah.
of thing. So it's like,
Wow.
man,
cost of living, man, is ridiculous, and then wages are like this.
yeah,
But then
plateau.
inflation like this.
Hell yeah. So the richer are getting richer.
Rich are getting richer, and then we just struggle with this on struggle street. I'm grateful.
Well, yeah. Well, it's bloody a lot better than up in PNG. Like, all
Yeah.
the power outages and all that sort of shit.
Oh, bro.
Like, everybody's on generators, like, burning how much, like, we're saying fuel's going
Yeah.
up. They're burning, like, 100 litres of fuel a day.
Yeah,
Some of
heaps
these
of fuel.
businesses. It's like, man, just to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
And it's, like, blowing up and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Their generators, because it's not meant to have that much load for that long.
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff.
When I was over there, I was in the shopping centre, and this is my first time there. Me and Memphis were walking in the shopping centre, and all of a sudden the power just turned off. I was like, What's going on here?" Like all the lights turned off. I was freaking out. I was like, "What's going on here?" Because you don't get that in Australia. Like in
Yeah,
the shopping
man.
centre, all the lights just don't turn off.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was power outages all the time back home. Like there's heaps of them. But yeah, I'm just grateful that we got power here, and like
Yeah.
you just gotta be grateful for those little things, like being able to shower, running water, roof over your head, like food in the fridge, like things like that. Because when I went back to my village in Hula,
Yeah.
there's no running water back there. Or like they grow, basically we live off the land basically, so they grow their own fruit and vegetables in the backyard. They go fishing every day basically to eat. That's what they eat. Main source of food is fish.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, we'll go down to the market in the morning and at night and go get our fish for dinner, breakfast and lunch. And there's no electricity there yet. I'm pretty sure I think they've connected electricity. I'm not sure if they have yet, but I know when I was there, they were like connecting it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that was the best experience of my life, going back home and seeing my family, and seeing where my mum grew up, and meeting most of my aunties and uncles and all my cousins and that. And I brought my missus back there too, and
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
that was really enjoyable. It was like a completely different way of life to living in Australia.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
So I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to go back after all this is over. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no power. Like,
Yeah.
that says it all, right? And then here we're used to, like, being connected 24/7, like, without any black spots, without, like, drop-in, like, service quality and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. Like, we take that stuff for granted now, eh?
For granted, way
It's like-
too much.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, especially, like, I grew up near North Queensland.
Yeah.
Like, born in 85, so sort of when everything started to boom, like, when the world started to take off, but, still in, was like Nintendo days,
Yeah.
like Nintendo 1 and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff, so it was like, got to see everything to where it is to now.
Where it is now, yeah.
So, and pretty much just home at like 6, because that close to the equator, the sun always goes down at the same time, right?
Same time,
And
yeah.
it's like, man, home before 6, because like, yeah, just after 6, and it's like black.
Blackout, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I used to always, back when I was living in Darwin, I used to always know it was home time when the street lights would turn off. That's when it was time to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Around that 5:30, 6 o'clock mark. But yeah. No, but technology it's like skyrocketed in the last 20 years, eh?
Yeah. Well, just even in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you know, from 3G like mobiles to 4G mobiles to these 5G.
5G, yeah.
Now it's like just as fast as like plugging into the wall. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like you're walking around with instant information all the time.
Literally. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a new day and age where we can't think that anything that was of the past applies to the future.
Yeah.
Like, because, yeah, we just got to, like, break all of that stuff down and go,
Yeah.
well, no, we're supposed to be over here.
Yeah.
And stop trying to hold us back in something that's, like,
Yeah.
because, yeah, there's no reason why they shouldn't have electricity over in anywhere, you know, because as long as there's the sun shining, there's like solar panels and batteries that you could just have, like, even if they had one of those panels like that are on people's houses, like on a friggin' one of the houses, and just collecting into a car battery, and then being like, even that sort of thing changes people's lives, you know.
Yeah, literally.
Then they're connected to the grid, like,
Yeah.
so like there's little solutions like that where
Yeah.
we can come up with and sort of start providing,
Yeah.
or have that, the thing of the business and go, well,
Yeah.
like that's the business that you can do, you know,
Yeah.
setting up electricity, because what apprenticeship are you doing?
Electrical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
setting up solar panels and batteries and
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
and just connecting these places, like, easy.
Yeah, see, that's one of the things I want to do is with my trade, obviously, is go back home and fix up our family home and help out all the family back there as much as I can with what I've learned here in Australia.
Yeah. And obviously with whatever you have as well, like, if you don't have like a few million spare, you just don't. So
well, not yet, who knows? Win a lotto one day, nah. But
it all helps though, eh? And it's all, as we were saying, like, you got to see it, to be able to think it's normal, and then that you can do it and achieve it, sort of thing. But
for sure.
There's also the people that are, have the ideas that should just go, well, I've got this idea, I should just lean on it and try and make it happen, because, I mean, you've got the idea, you've got the vision, you can't rely on other people to
100%.
sort of see that, and you just got to go with it.
Just got to go with it, eh?
Yeah.
I've got that many ideas, man. It's ridiculous. You know, I always write my ideas down on my phone.
Yeah,
beginning of notes.
Yeah.
I got like hundreds of business ideas. They just come to my head just like that, so I just write them down.
Yeah, awesome.
And then just think about, which one should I do? You just got to find one and just go with it. But I haven't done that
and
yet.
You got to learn the strategy to be able to pull that off and all that.
Pull that off, yeah.
Because there's like different things have different ways to make it happen.
Yeah.
So every different house will have different wiring and all that sort of stuff that you gotta.
Yeah.
If it's existing, you gotta nothing. But if it's new, then you can do your own. But so.
No, for sure.
But so I was did my avionics trade. So did I did mine because I was competency based. So I was working in a workshop.
Yeah.
That everything like from the RAF came through.
Oh yeah.
So I was able to do my apprenticeship like in 3 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was like TAFE for like 10 months.
Yeah.
And then just doing everything that I could.
Yeah.
In that amount of time.
Yeah.
And it got signed off. So that was pretty good because I was able to work on all these different types of planes and all that sort of stuff, and travel around for work. Because the aircraft industry is quite small, and like the amount of work is like ebbs and flows and all that sort of stuff. And now there's like just so many like aircraft contractors that just
Oh, is there?
travel around Australia
Yeah.
for work because it's just seasonal.
Yeah. Well, so what trade did you do?
Avionics, so it's
Avionic.
like electrical.
Yeah.
So it's all like the electronics and stuff
Of the
in
planes.
planes. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So I got to do all the wiring and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff
Yeah.
through the planes and that.
Yeah.
But also got to do the instruments.
Yeah.
Like in my trade apprenticeship, I was doing like instruments, like all the boxes and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I got to do.
That'd be pretty cool, eh? Like,
Hell yeah! Like,
everything has to be like SMIC, doesn't it? Like, 'cause
yeah,
obviously-
good. Like you do, there's all this testing equipment and stuff you use. So you
Yeah.
just plug it into this box,
Yeah.
and it's got these parameters, and you just
Yeah.
like do certain things.
Yeah.
And then it has to do something, and then so it's just
Because like one thing goes wrong in the plane, then
there's like redundancy. So it's like if one thing goes wrong,
yeah.
there's always a backup system.
There's always
So
oh, okay.
yeah, so if like a plane can fly on
Yeah.
one engine
Oh, really?
for ages, yeah.
Oh, well, I
They're
didn't know that.
designed, they're designed for that.
Yeah.
They can land on one engine and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
There you go.
So yeah, there's always like in planes. So that's where like a lot of the stuff that you see in cars and stuff now,
Yeah.
like it came from there, but it
Yeah.
just costs a lot of money
Yeah.
to sort of develop.
I get you.
So yeah, and like so some of those boxes, those are like $500,000 for a box sort of thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
like that industry just costs so much money. Like it's crazy. So yeah, if you
And how long were you in that one industry for?
I was in there for like more like just over 10 years or something
Yeah.
like that. So
Oh, wow.
and even doing now I'm doing like how-to manuals and stuff, like
Yeah.
instruction manuals. So, software and all that
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Yeah.
So that is actually like a Google Maps that the army use to
Yeah.
like see each other
Oh,
around the
okay.
place and
Yeah,
to like they'll have a map of the whole place and they can see each other on the maps. They can send each other messages.
Yeah.
They can talk to each other and have a plan, and it's all timed and that too. Like
Yeah.
at these places at these times. And
Yeah.
all that sort of gear and
Oh, wow.
yeah. So it's all of that stuff onto some software that we're just like writing about. So it's always like
Yeah.
updating and all that sort of gear, making it better and better.
Making it better and better.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just pretty complicated. Like, there's just so much in it.
So much in it, yeah.
In the software, it's like turned into Microsoft. Like, it's just Windows. It's like crazy. But yeah.
Wow.
So how you going with your footy and all that stuff?
Nah, footy's going well.
Yeah.
Just saw all these lockdowns that's going on. That stopped off from playing footy, but we're back on this weekend.
Mhm.
We had like a little 2-week break, obviously for that lockdown.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back this week. We've got Capras this week, who I was dual contracted to.
Oh right.
So this year I got loaned out to the Capras. So I was playing for Capras and Norths. So
nice.
there was the opportunity, so I took advantage of it, and I played some good footy up there. I think my main goal was just to play Q Cup, because we had a few Broncos boys that come down from the Broncos that were playing for us at Norths, so there was limited opportunities there, but obviously they're in the bubble now, so I'm back. I made it back in the team, so I'm playing for Norths this weekend, which is good. We're leading into finals now, so it's the back end of the season where things really matter. But we're at the top of the table.
You're going pretty well.
Yeah, we're doing
This
pretty
season,
pretty well. Boys are working really hard, especially during that lockdown period. We're still training. Obviously not together. We're training by ourselves, keeping fit. But yeah. Finals footy, man. Like I've never played finals footy before, like in Q Cup.
Yeah, right.
So hopefully I get the opportunity to do that. It'll be pretty good to experience it, and hopefully go on to win the grand final.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
So how many games did you play with the Capras and that?
I think I played 4 games. 4 games for the Capras.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was travelling up there every Friday after work. So I'd finish work and then head straight to the airport, fly up to Rocky, train, and then sleep. They'll put me up in a hotel. They looked after me really well up there.
Right.
Yeah, they gave me like $100 voucher for the club, so I just go to the club, man, order like big steak, most expensive steak on there. Just order it, smash that, and then sleep Saturday, then play on Saturday, and then they'll fly me back on Sunday morning.
Yeah, right.
And I did that for about 4 weeks, and then COVID happened, and then I'm back at Norths now, so hopefully I finish the year back with the boys. I'm just gonna play some good footy and stay in the team basically. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm focused on.
So just focusing on your training and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff, trying to keep.
Yeah, just trying to keep like real healthy. Just obviously what foods I'm eating and looking after my body, making sure I'm doing my mobility, stretching, and making sure I'm doing those little things right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you want to obviously finals footy, you want to be at the best you can be. So
Yeah.
making sure everything's going well mentally and physically and all those other aspects.
Yeah.
So that I'm ready to I'm ready now. Like I'm fit. I'm fittest. I'm fittest. I think I'm the fittest I've ever been. Like I feel fit. I feel strong. I feel good. So you just gotta let football do the talking now, and
Hell yeah, just get out there and do it, eh?
just get out there and do it. Yeah, literally. So can't wait for Sunday. We're actually versing Capras. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said before
At Bishop Park.
at Bishop Park. Yeah. So
sweet.
we're
I'm
versing
gonna try to get there if we can.
yeah, we're versing the boys that I was playing for. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be a bit weird, but it'll be good.
So last year, with when COVID happened, they cancelled the Q Cup and that. So yeah, you were playing for Valleys there.
Yeah, so I played last year. I played round 1 for Norths up in Mackay. We won by 1 point, field goal, and then that's when COVID happened. They scrapped the season,
Yeah, right.
and then the BRL resumed. So I played BRL for Valleys, yeah, and that was a good experience. We didn't make the finals though. We lost to West,
Oh, right.
who I played for this year. So I got moved to West this year. So I played for 3 teams this year. West, Capras, and Norths.
Yeah, right.
So
How was that? Just going to all these different teams and that.
man, it's not like Capras. They play the same same type of footy as us because Guy Williams he's a coach up at Capras. He was at Norths last year, so he was North's assistant coach. So we basically had all the same players with different names.
Yeah.
So
right.
it was pretty easy going up to Capras because I knew obviously the players they just had different names. Going to West it was a bit different, but no, I enjoyed playing at West. The boys are really good. But yeah, from like playing BRL to playing Q Cup, there is a bit of a jump, obviously, because obviously Q Cup boys are training 3-4 times a week, whereas BRL boys are only training like once or twice a week.
Yeah.
So the quality of football is different. Q Cup's much quicker, and a bit more physical, which I enjoy. But I really enjoyed playing for West and Capras and Valleys. But yeah, I'm just so excited for to finish this year off at Norths.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, heading into the finals as well.
Yeah.
And so Wynnum, they were doing pretty good to start with in the year, and then last couple games they've dropped the ball a bit. So it's like, well, maybe they've like sort of how teams come down and they like hit another strap sort of thing.
Yeah.
So that's probably something to look out for.
We didn't get to verse them.
Yeah, right.
Like, because they got cancelled the game. So, but all the
I
boys.
think it's like in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
They've
is it?
rescheduled it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
so.
for at Wynnum. So
so that was the game most of the boys are looking forward to was the Wynnum one. Obviously, top of the table clash.
Yeah.
Like you want to verse.
That's still happening. That's a couple of weeks now.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for that one. Yeah, because obviously you want to verse the best. You know what I mean? You want to test yourself against the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the game that a lot of us boys wanted to play, and we can't wait to play.
And yeah, between you fellas and them, like there's a mix of the Broncos like thrown in there, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like we'll probably get some of the Broncos boys back now. I think NRL has opened the bubble back up.
all right.
So the Broncos boys will start to come back to us now. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, but losing the Broncos players, it does throw a spanner in the works. But for us at Norths, it didn't really affect us. We had boys that were just slot straight into the team, and
Yeah, right.
they knew their role, and
Yeah.
that's something that really was really good for us because we got so much talent at Norths, so much depth. So when we lost the Broncos boys, we didn't really affect us as much because we had the boys there waiting to play. But obviously some other teams rely on their Broncos players, because it does help because those boys train full time. But yeah.
So how does it go? Between working, your electrician job. You probably don't stay the best hydrated and stuff, crawling around and. So,
I try. Yeah. You gotta drink. I gotta drink plenty of water during the day. Sometimes, obviously, there's days where I'm flat out, but it does get tough. Working and then going to training, but I can't complain because I chose to play footy. It's not, what I mean. I chose to do an apprenticeship. I chose to play footy, so I can't complain because I put myself in this position. So.
Oh, but something too, like you play footy and then afterwards, you've still got this thing to you can do your own business and all that sort of gear.
Yeah.
With this trade that you learned when you.
Yeah.
When you weren't going as serious at footy, you know.
So, yeah. 100%.
So you gotta when you as you're saying, you get the fittest you've ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta find that next level, you know.
That next level.
So you've got your fitness, and so now it's that mental game.
Yeah.
Is really got to switch on.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and that's where Cameron Smith and all that really excelled, you know. So he was fit, he was just as fit as anybody else, but he wasn't extraordinarily at anything. But he was just worked on his stamina and his mind, so.
Yeah, literally just repetition, just worked on, he's got his kicking game is one of the best you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just repetition, just constantly working on himself, constantly training, just doing the same thing over and over again. And eventually, after a while, it doesn't matter what in footy or whatever skill you keep working towards, consistent action, you're gonna see results.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what you do. So that's something that I've learned from Cameron, because he's a hooker too. So I'm a hooker too. So he's one of my favorite hookers. So I look up to him. And another one is Appy Coruscant. You know Appy Coruscant?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a gun, man. He's a gun.
Hell
He's at Penrith. Oh, he's at Penrith. Yeah. He's a gun little hooker. So I look up to him and those two players. Yeah.
Yeah, he scored I think a try right at the end there. Everyone was already out.
Yeah.
And he's just all right, I'm gonna score a try.
Yeah, literally.
So, he's really a gun. But grew up in. So were you born up then, PNG or
Yeah. So I was born in Port Moresby, in '98, and then I moved to Australia, not long after, with my mum and my dad. My dad was working over in the mines over there, in one of the gold mines, and my mum was working there too, and that's where they met. And then moved over to Australia. My mum's from a village called Hulla, so it's 2 hours out of Port Moresby, and she's her. My grandfather's he's from Hulla, and my grandmother's from a place called Guyra, which is a hour, 40-minute drive from Port Moresby, and so moved over to Australia, moved to Brisbane, moved here. I've lived here for about 6 years, and I moved up to Darwin. So I lived up in Darwin for a while. That was pretty good. I had a really good childhood up there. Just playing footy.
Whereabouts did you just live in Darwin?
We lived in Durack. Yeah, Palmerston.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so Went to school there. I was just riding bikes, scootering, skateboarding. I did all that growing up. Riding bikes out in the bush. Like, yeah, I was probably one of the funnest times like in my childhood was living in Darwin.
Yeah, right.
Because I was just being a kid, you know, just being always out, you know, playing with my mates, playing footy in the park, getting up to mischief. A lot of kids these days, they don't do that, you know, like they don't get out of the house. They're stuck on the TV screens or their games
Yeah,
and that.
devices and that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was super grateful for my childhood. And then yeah, came back to Brisbane and yeah, that's when I started playing footy. Actually, was back in Darwin. The first sport I played was baseball.
Yeah.
That was the first ever sport I signed up to play. I was playing baseball.
How old were you then?
I would have been 8 years old or 9 years old. That was my
Oh,
first sport I played. It was baseball. And then yeah, did union after that. Didn't like that, so and then someone told me to go, bring me to go play league, and that's how I fell in love with the league. And then yeah, just started playing it ever since. And yeah, moved back to Brisbane and started playing in Brisbane, and then started to make a few rep teams when I was a bit younger, and then yeah, that's how I ended up like where I'm at now today. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that development. So you've played all different types of levels of footy in that.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you reckon of like the development and stuff that like systems and stuff that are going around at the moment?
Yeah. So I was at Aspie Devils and my junior club Aspie Devils,
Oh yeah.
and then
Oh yeah, I was coaching my daughter. She played at Devils this year. She's
Oh yeah.
under 12s girls team.
Yeah, that's a
So,
good
yeah.
club, really good club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I was playing the Devils, and then the North Devils, they have like a development program, so where they grab like kids from like under 13s, 14s, 15s, and they put them in a development program, and I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure like so North Devils, that's their program. So they create this program for the kids, they develop them, and they send them back to their clubs where they come from. And then, so I was in that development program with Norths from 13s, 14s, 15s, where they just train us, develop us. We don't really play. And I think when you get to 16s, I think you start to play some games. And then, so that's Sir O'Connell.
Oh right.
Yep. So yeah, I moved. I think I made the move to Norths when I was when did I do? Oh, 16s. Yeah. 16, so I made the move to North from Aspie to 16s, and then played Sir O'Connell, and then under 18s is Mel Meninga, so played there at Norths, and then under 20s played at Norths. We won the grand final that year, 2018, so that was a really enjoyable year. Winning the grand final, we played at Suncorp.
Oh right.
Yeah, well, for the year before that, I was under 20s again. We went to the grand final at Suncorp, but we lost. We lost like 50 to 8, but the following year we come back and we won.
Oh, okay. Who was that to?
We
Both
beat so the first game we lost to Redcliffe, and then the second one we won against Townsville.
Oh right.
Yeah, so that was a really enjoyable year. And then after that I graduated into playing trying to crack Q Cup, and then so obviously had to start in BRL, and then worked my way up into Q Cup, and then now I'm trying to establish myself as a full-time Q Cupper.
Yeah,
So
and hooker preferred.
Yeah, hooker. I'm a hooker utility, but I can my main position's hooker, but I can play other positions also.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I got that utility. Yeah, bit of a jack of all trades.
So yeah, that repetition with the kicking game and stuff, you're doing that.
Oh man, I'm not kicking. I'm not much of a kicker, but I can short kick, but nothing. I haven't really been practicing like long kicks, anything like that. So I just give it to my halves for that. But yeah, that's basically my story, and yeah.
Ah right. Yeah. So yeah, I was saying before that a bit of a meat advocate. So
Yeah. Oh man.
what's your favourite shit to eat?
Man. Well, all grass-fed meat first of all. Beef. I love beef. All cuts of beef. I love T-bone, ribeye, porterhouse.
Oh yes, just like
Love
all
porterhouse.
those thick cut sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
love porter. I think one of my favorite cuts is porterhouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to love chicken, but I've kind of moved away from chicken now.
Mhm.
Um,
You just had too much like breast all the time, sort of
yeah,
thing. Just
I think meat's just more nutrients in meat.
yeah.
I'm trying to start to move over to like eating like like animal like organs and that, like liver
Oh
and
right.
heart and like stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I haven't
So the
tried it yet, but
iron rich sort of stuff.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to like. I'm like, man, I should start to see try and test the waters and try and taste some of that stuff and see how my body reacts to it.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I've heard there's a lot of benefits to it. Um, so I might give that a go. Have you eaten organs and any animal organs?
Nah,
No.
nah, not yet, eh? Not that I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You should give it a go, eh? Cook
yeah,
up some liver or something.
yeah,
Give
do
it a
something.
go.
Yeah.
Like when you think of it, it's like weird, but like
Nah, it's like it's something different, you know. And to make that taste good, you have to do something special.
yeah,
So it's like, well, you can't just complain that it's bad. You have
yeah,
to go, well, why is it bad? And it's like, how can it be good?
yeah.
Because back in the day, they wouldn't have wasted that shit.
Well,
You just eat everything.
I think a lot of like in some cultures, like hunter gathering cultures, like in Africa, animal organs are prized. Like when they kill an animal, the first thing they go for is like the liver or like
Yeah, right.
one of the organs. Like they like that's the prize. Like they treasure that over any of the other meat.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I've heard like a lot of the like there's a lot of nutrients in these organs. Like they're really rich density. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a go. See how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
See if it benefits me. And
See if Jack Purcell's got any of that.
yeah, see if Jack Purcell's going to that. Because my mum used to eat ox, ox tongue.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, man, what are you eating? Like, what are you eating? Is
Yeah,
it?
you see it and it's just like this. Holy,
Yeah, is it a
moly.
cow's tongue?
Yeah.
I think it's a cow's tongue. Yeah, ox. I don't even know. Well, I don't even know what an ox is, but
Well, they're like it's similar to a cow,
yeah,
but yeah.
but
It's
yeah,
like a buffalo between a mix between a buffalo and a cow.
Oh really?
Yeah.
There you go. An ox. Yeah, but I'm probably a complete opposite to a vegan.
Oh yeah.
I'm a carnivore man. Like all I've eaten like throughout my childhood, like my whole life, is meat. Like my parents used to always try to feed me vegetables, but I couldn't eat it. Couldn't eat them. I'll always like they would put them in your pocket or I need to go
right.
toilet, throw it in the bin. That's what I used to do, man. I couldn't eat them. I used to always like throw it away. But yeah, it's meat, steak. I used to love it. Like I eat steak all day, and fruits. Yeah,
Mhm.
steak and fruits. But I couldn't eat vegetables, besides
Right.
potato and sweet potato.
Yeah. Well, those things are like staples. It's like rice.
Yeah,
It's just
right.
whatever your meal goes with is that.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Oh, especially sweet potato, man. That's like, so much nutrients and stuff in that too.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's real good for you.
Yeah, like yams.
Yeah,
Yams.
yam, taro,
That's what they
manioc.
that's what they all grow back home in Hula.
Yeah.
My aunties and my family, they all grow. Yeah, maniota, yam. Yeah. Have you had sago before?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, eh?
Oh, true.
My mum always eats it. I'm like, man, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good, eh?
I need to
Yeah,
give it a
and
go.
I used to make it all the time.
Yeah,
And then, you put like coconut milk with it as well.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah. Coconut milk. Yeah,
Yeah, it's real good. And my cousin had it we used to just eat it all the time.
yeah,
And then, my cousin tried it
yeah.
and he hadn't eaten it before. And then he was just like, ran for the door.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, all right, more for me.
No, I'm gonna give it a go, eh?
Yeah. Nah, it's pretty good.
Are you a bill nut eater? Sure.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but
Yeah.
just hardly ever get it and that.
Yeah, I can't chew it, eh?
Oh, if it's like a hard one,
Yeah.
I can. Like I can't chew the soft ones, but yeah, it's like, I don't mind it, eh?
My mum loves it, eh?
Ah, true.
She loves it.
Ah, yeah. So have you tried it much?
No, I have tried it. I have tried it,
Yeah.
but like I didn't like it. Like obviously, rot your teeth away and stuff like that.
Oh, that's like the lime.
The lime, yeah,
Yeah, because it like just grinds you, like, yeah.
yeah,
Wears your teeth away.
yeah,
Because, yeah, we used to have betel nut trees in my nana's house and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
yeah,
And we even grew one in like this little pot. We were growing one, and then they planted that.
yeah,
So, yeah. And Varga, or mustard stick.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, we all had all that in the yard.
Yeah, you did
as
the
well.
vag with the lime.
Yeah.
And
So I was like, buddy, yeah, that was just part of the way, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So
It's basically, you go to PG and it's everywhere in the fall. You see all the red everywhere.
oh yeah, that's a bit much though, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, it gets you high, kind of, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's like carver.
Like kava, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember like kava.
Well,
yeah.
in Motu,
Yeah.
that means like crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
carver means crazy. Like,
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's funny how you were saying your mum's village Hula. Yeah, my nana, she grew up in Gabadi, which is like pretty much about 30 minutes from the center of Port Moresby if they had really good roads.
Yeah.
But it's just like bush, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like
What about the roads, eh?
Oh, I've never been up there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I went to with work.
Yeah.
I went to Togo, so
Oh, yeah.
it's right next to Ghana. Like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it shares a border with Ghana.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we went there for work, and like the roads were like friggin' shit. There was like one good road near the airport, and then it went to like this beachy area, and then there was a main one that like connected to Ghana and stuff. But from there wasn't many, so I could just imagine like PNG would be
the
pretty
roads.
similar. Like
There's like potholes everywhere.
yeah,
It's like a bumpy ass ride.
yeah, and you're going like slow as like we
Yeah.
probably went a couple kilometers one time, and it took us like 2 hours
Yeah.
because the roads, like there's potholes everywhere. And there's just people streaming on this thing that's like swerving slowly
Yeah.
around. People and potholes. It's just like,
Literally.
yeah.
No, it's enjoyable though. Like when we were going to Hula, there was heaps of potholes obviously, but we'll stop by. There was like people on the side of the road like selling stuff.
Yeah.
And we stopped by this fun place, and there was some of my family there. They were selling stuff on the side of the road.
Yeah, right.
They sell so they go to the city and then they buy stuff in bulk and then come back and sell it and on the side of the road, like at their markets and that.
Mm-hmm.
The markets made in PNG are pretty cool, eh?
All right.
Yeah, like the back in Hula, like the fish markets, like they got fish from like all like fresh reef fish, tunas. Like I went with my uncles, they put a net out there because that's how they catch their fish back in Hula. Like they go spear diving,
Yeah, right.
or they go they
Did you
use
go?
nets. No, I didn't go spear diving.
All right.
But I went to go pull the net in, man. Got like heaps of tunas, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Heaps of tunas.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so I brought two back home to Brisbane. Gave one to my missus' family, and we had one. But yeah, there's so many like so much like fish out there,
Mm-hmm.
and like all the kids like they go like they drop the kids off out in the ocean. Like I'm talking about like young kids like 10, 12, like 14, like young kids that go spear fishing like in the open ocean. Like they drop them out there and leave them out there and come back. Like they drive them. So they're out there like just spear diving. I'm like, wow, like this is what these kids do like every day. Like that's how they survive,
Yeah.
is by fishing. And yeah, man, like village life, bro. Like people there are just happy. Like they got no worries in the world. They're just happy people. And they come back to like Australia, like like the city life, and everything's just fast paced. People just
They just want things now.
like things there, like material, like a lot of materialistic. Like, I used to be really materialistic when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
but I think you go through that stage, you know what I mean. And going back home was one of the most humbling things that I've done, and I can't wait to go back there.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, you've been there twice now.
Yeah, so I went twice in 1 year.
Oh, right.
So I didn't go back. So the first time I went back was 2019, in October, and previous to that, I haven't been back since I was born.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like, man, I need to go back and see my family. I need to go see where I was, where I was born, and go see see my roots. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I got to get up there. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
next, however long,
yeah, man, I highly encourage it. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of the best times of my life. Yeah, it was in Port Moresby when clubbing and that. The clubs are hectic, man. My family took me out to the nightclubs out there. This place called Lamina. It's like the number one place where people go.
All right.
But like in PNG, like it's not like the nightclubs here where like there's a strip and then like there's like nightclubs everywhere. This place is like a gated community, so like there's security there with guns at the front, and then you got to drive in, and then they're gonna say here you are, blah blah blah. You
Sounds
go
like
in
a
there.
house.
It's like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like a big. Pretty sure Lamina is like a hotel.
All right.
Yeah, and I walked in there, and there was like hardly any security guards. But yeah, I was like there's like 2 levels. There's like 4 levels actually. Yeah, and I was pretty good, man. Like I enjoyed it, man. Just spending time with my family and getting to know some of my cousins and that have never met before.
Yeah, right.
Like my mum's sisters, kids, and
So
like.
what are they doing that up there?
So some of them work in the hotels. 2 of my cousins are DJs.
All right.
Yeah, so they're DJs at the nightclub there.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them most work in the hotels. Yeah, and some of them like have like just other jobs. Some of them live back in the village. Yeah, they're just a whole wide range of things. But yeah, some of them still at school too. Like back in PNG, like you could be like 18 years old and in like year 10, or like 20, 21 years old and in year 10. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
If you just go and rock up, you can get
Yeah.
education sort of thing.
so yeah, like education is like pretty big in PNG. Like it's expensive too. Like school
Right.
fees. So yeah, big thing is like getting like obviously PNG is like a lot of poverty over there. They were pretty lucky here to be in the state school system. Like when I'm back, I was like, man, I'm so lucky to be living in Australia. Like I've got everything here.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, like they've got to pay for school. Like over here, we have to pay for school, but like it's not like that expensive. You know what I mean? Like
Relative to wages and that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, over there, wages, man, are
Nothing.
are ridiculous,
Yeah.
man. Like ridiculous. I don't know how like people survive over there, but like obviously like third world country.
Yeah.
Um,
Even though there's like the mines like gold, oil, all that sort of stuff getting pumped out of the place. Like
yeah,
the people aren't seeing the money.
No, yeah, that place is just getting just raided, man, by other countries, just coming in, taking all the resources,
Yeah.
and
Poisoning the waters and all that sort of
yeah,
stuff.
poisoning the waters, just taking sacred land, people's land that that's their land, and taking their resources from that land, and they're not getting any money from it or anything like that.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, bro, like PNG is like beautiful country, like very very beautiful country, beautiful people, but obviously the people at the top, like the leaders, just
For themselves, yeah.
just for themselves, like I don't know how hard it is. I'm no politician. Like I don't know how hard it is to inject some money back into the people. You know what I mean? Like just better education system.
Well, yeah, they've got to like be getting enough money from these people that are just taking like everything,
Yeah.
And like the money that, and then they've got to make sure that they're getting it. And if they're not, well, lock the sites up. Like have consequences on, like on the actions that they're doing, because they could be poisoning the water and all that sort of they don't care.
Yeah.
And they're just like wiping hills out, like of all this beautiful forest and stuff that's been there for however many centuries, and like just to dig whatever's in the ground. And as you're saying, not even reimbursing the people that they're moving out. They say, oh, just go into the city.
Yeah.
It's like, well, there's nothing in there. Like this.
Yeah. And that's how they create the settlements over in PNG.
Mm.
So settlements are just people that just they come from wherever they come from to the city, and they create settlements. They just build houses on land, like anyone's land.
Yeah.
And there's a housing crisis in PNG. Houses are really expensive in Port Moresby. But like there's money there to just build houses for people. Like surely there's a way like they could build affordable houses for people to live in. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's not the case over there. Like there's people sleeping in the streets, and people worrying about like every day they're gonna worry about, oh, what am I gonna eat?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah, because they're moving away from where they could get food and all that sort of stuff.
yeah,
And then now there's nothing.
there's nothing.
And there's not even a it's not like they have enough food there anyway. Like, because everyone used to just produce it themselves. Now there's not massive farms and shit like we have here.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's not even set up
yeah,
for that.
yeah,
And they're just saying, oh, we've got to make it happen like that. It's like, hang on,
yeah,
there's all these steps to get to here.
yeah.
You can't just shortcut it.
No, yeah, 100%.
So you can't just go, oh, well, we'll just do what those countries are doing and then, like, just take this percentage. It's like, nah, you're so far behind. You need to take, like, 50% of profits sort of thing as, like, taxes. And then they'll earn the right to be, because there's, like, it's finite. Like, how small is PNG too?
Yeah.
And so once they're done, the place is going to be, like, unless they're able to... I don't know, capture all that nutrients and all that stuff that's just pretty much being washed out into the ocean.
Literally.
That, and so you won't be able to just have that same mountain or whatever, and then just go, well, plant your stuff now because you've made the water toxic. You've dug out all these minerals that are toxic to everything else anyway. Yeah, because they're made to be down. Oh from down there. It's not the volcanic stuff that is. Sort of, worn down. Yeah. But
I mean, I think, third world country, bro. Like, there's third world countries all around the world that are just, I'll use the word corrupt, you know what I mean? But, there's a lot of governments around the world that are corrupt, that are not even, that are not third world countries, but, PNG, man, like, there's so much potential for it to be a really, really great country for, like, tourism, you know what I mean? If the resources were allocated right. But obviously, leaders get greedy. Yeah. People are just in it for themselves. They don't care about the people.
And being so remote and, not processing the resources and stuff there, they probably have to buy more in, which inflates the price of everything and all of that, and not training up the locals and stuff, and just hiring in, like flying everybody in for all the work.
From Australia.
From
other countries surrounding PNG. Yeah. Train the locals up, give them a job. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. But you're on there, you're taking their resources, that's the least you could do is just give them a job. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm sure they do. They do in some
and there's probably a percentage that they have to maintain or something, but I mean, minimum percentages are there as a minimum, not a guideline.
And then what they're paying them is probably like dirt cheap too.
Oh, maybe. You can only it wouldn't be what the foreigners are getting paid.
No,
so
no, not at all.
Because they'll say, oh, they're just a trainee or whatever. Like, this dude's been a trainee for 10 years.
100%.
But
PNG's in need of a revolution. Some leader that's gonna come in and really change the country. But that's gonna take not just one person, but it's gonna take a collective group of people. That's really gonna turn that country around. And
it sounded like James Marape. He sounded like he had a good vision and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And then as soon as he's in there, he probably realizes how hard it is to get everybody on the same page. So it's like, man, because everybody like in between is probably, well, my village, my people, more me, whatever. Yeah. And then it's like, well, we all got to come up with a good solution and the thing that's gonna get the country to the next level. Yeah. Because being third world, like that's. Yeah, for how long? And being so close to a country like we're in now.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, you know. It's like, yeah, you just think like,
Yeah.
we could be able to do better to help them out
could do
too.
way better. Like fix the healthcare system up, education system, like just fixing up those two things, and pouring money into it, and into the healthcare system. One, because healthcare over there is like, not to the standard here in Australia.
Yeah.
And
that's probably starts with the education system,
Yeah.
So the education system will drive the healthcare, because people are gonna, will be able to do those jobs.
Yeah.
So that we need to make that cheaper somehow for them, eh?
And like in PNG, like a lot of there's like a lot of kids, like they want to be lawyers, they want to be doctors. Like the majority of the kids there, like they want to be those positions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like we just need to give those kids opportunities, because it's really expensive to go to university in PNG, and to even to go to school. Like a lot of parents can't afford to send their children to school, so kids have to go and sell stuff on the street so that they can go to school.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So like those kids are hustling, out on the streets, trying to sell whatever they can to ensure they can get an education.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
that's pretty tough, eh, man.
Man.
But it's good on them though, like
100%.
you can't teach that sort of, like, just to get education. Like, you usually get education to get work.
Yeah.
But these people are working to get education.
Yeah.
But so no wonder, like, there's 21-year-olds, whatever, in grade 10 and that. So, man, I just couldn't afford it till now.
Yeah, literally.
It's like, jeez. But as long as there's places you can go, fishing and stuff and whatever. But you got to be fortunate enough, So
100%. Nah, PNG's got beautiful like rainforest, beautiful land, endless like fish in the. Oh, so in my village, we used to eat a lot of turtle. So my grandfather was a turtle hunter, so that's how he put all my aunties and my mother through school, and how he built their house, and that was his income, was turtle hunting. So he used to go, he was one of the best turtle hunters in the village, and he would obviously go and catch turtles, and then go back to the Port Moresby or wherever and sell them at the markets, and then that's how he made his money. But now you can't like catch turtles anymore, because they're obviously endangered species.
Yep.
So we don't kill turtles anymore. And the parrotfish, it's like, that parrotfish, they don't like you're not supposed to catch those anymore, because they clean the reef.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so the parrotfish are good for the reef, because they clean the reef, and you need the parrotfish in the reef, so that you I don't know, I think it's like they clean the reef, and I don't know what else they do, but they're pretty important for the ecosystem of the reef. So we don't
It was pretty good that they identified that and they stopped people doing it, eh?
Yeah, literally.
Because I'm sure we needed that stuff in Australia a long time ago.
Yeah.
Before it just all got cleaned out straight away,
Yeah, overfishing is a massive thing, eh?
Oh, hell yeah.
Our seas are getting a lot of fish are just getting killed, man, and like what are they called? Like trawlers and that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those super trawlers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's like two shipping container sized boats that are dragging a net.
Yeah.
And just dragging everything in.
Everything in whales, like sharks, dolphins, like just everything, and then they disregard it. Like if it dies, it's dead. Like they disregard it. Like it doesn't matter. They just keep what they need. Overfishing, man. Like who knows how long like left we have of like fish, in the world, like. So, have you seen that documentary Seaspiracy?
Nah.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Yeah, it talks about like overfishing and like pollution in the water. Like a lot of fishing nets is like just like been left in the ocean. Like a lot of plastic is in a lot of our fish now that we eat.
Yeah, right.
Because there's that much plastic in the ocean that it's been that now our
because they're like the
microplastics. Yeah. So now our fish are just it's in the fish's meat, and we're eating that. So who knows how good that is for our health. So yeah, man, a lot of issues with
not only the earth,
but
with the ocean too.
Yeah,
jeez, the thing we're going to be living in a couple 100 years.
Yeah, it's got to stick to eating meat.
But yeah, bloody. Have you seen pictures of the Antarctic? There's
No.
like no North Pole anymore. There's
Really?
like yeah,
Melted?
it's all melted now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like Antarctica is like the last like frozen thing. Like during summer, there's like bugger all friggin'
Yeah.
ice up that way.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely not what it used to be.
Yeah, I'm not even I'm sorry to say, but like back in my village at Hula, um, yeah, like my mum was saying, like the rising sea levels, like back they were telling me like 10, 20 years ago, like it, the beach used to be here, but now it's like it's pushed right up,
Yeah, right.
and that's obviously because the ice poles are melting, and then the sea levels are rising. So there's like in like Micronesia,
Mm-hmm.
places like that are going underwater.
Yeah.
Maldives going
Yeah.
underwater. And you get a question
Yeah,
like
Kiribati.
Kiribati,
Yeah.
yeah, underwater. Like why? Like is it because of global warming, or is it
Oh,
because like
that's the only bloody where all that water was stored.
yeah,
Like in
we
it's
burning too much fossil fuels.
well. Also, yeah, like a story of one of my granny's friends back in the day was she pretty much walked from PNG to
Mm,
Australia.
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
like she might have swam for like from some ocean and that,
Yeah.
but yeah, she just picked the thing and she was able to
Wow.
yeah walk most of the way.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Just shows you how much the sea levels have risen, eh?
yeah. So yeah, like you just imagine the Torres Strait, like
Yeah.
yeah, because they depend on like all the fish and that too. So
They live off the ocean, yeah.
yeah, and like yeah, they had to stop uh, dugong hunting and that, like,
Yeah.
because yeah, they were just like friggin' getting killed so much.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like man, so people are just killing them for fun, like how they go and shoot elephants and all that sort
Yeah.
of gear.
Yeah, like yeah.
And it's like man, yeah,
Yeah, we used to eat dugong in in our village too, dugong
yeah.
and turtle.
Oh, I'm not talking about like
Yeah.
eating it like
Yeah.
killing it to eat.
They're
Like
just
that's
killing it.
different.
They're just
Yeah.
killing it for a prize, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. No man. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never tried dugong, but yeah, turtle's good. So rich, eh?
Yeah.
Like,
Turtle's
yeah,
good, bro. Turtle's nice.
yeah. Crocodile's good too.
Oh, I haven't had a crocodile yet.
Man, should try that.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go.
Yeah, that's like it's like a chickeny barramundi sort
Yeah.
of thing. It's like,
Oh wow.
yeah,
It's like chicken. Wow.
it's like yeah. And I had that when I was in Togo.
You're basically eating a dinosaur, bro.
Yeah. Oh well, the meat.
Closest thing to a dinosaur.
It's like it's like lizardy sort of meat. I've never eaten snake, but you could just imagine
Yeah.
what that's sort of like. But yeah, the meat's pretty good.
Yeah. Have you had kangaroo?
Yeah,
I like
I've eaten
kangaroo. Man.
kangaroo.
I enjoy kangaroo.
yeah.
I want to try elk meat.
Oh yeah. Apparently that's really rich in in
Yeah.
that. So.
Joe Rogan, man. I want to go over to America, bro, and go hunting, bro.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I'll go to bloody New Zealand, go hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
deer
go
and stuff.
Deer hunting, yeah.
Yeah, in New Zealand and pigs like that.
Yeah.
Because they're going feral over there,
Yeah.
like here.
I think it'd be an experience, you know.
Yeah, because like it's all mountainous and all that sort of stuff, you
Yeah.
know. So
That'd be sick, eh?
yeah, and you just hook up with like the traditional people of the
Land,
land,
Yeah.
and then they'll take you hunting or whatever. Like you can go.
Have you
like,
been hunting before?
Nah,
No, not yet.
nah. But my mate, he goes. Like he's got a few guns and stuff. Like
Yeah.
he said might head out there one time, but yeah, haven't been yet.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it'd be an experience, eh? Like killing an animal
yeah.
and then like eating it. Like you actually killing it, like seeing
Or
like
harvesting the meat, yeah.
yeah, and then like cooking it yourself and eating it. I think that'd be an experience, man. Like
Oh, for sure.
we don't see how our food's killed.
Yeah.
We don't think about that, we just eat it.
Yeah.
But when you actually see it, when you actually kill it yourself, cook it, and then eat it, I think that'd be some. I don't know. I think.
Well, especially a mammal, Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit different, eh? So.
Living thing, yeah.
Yeah. So do you go fishing much around here?
Yeah, I love fishing, eh? Normally fish around like Redcliffe area, in the Pine River, Nudgee Beach, but yeah, mainly around Redcliffe area.
All right.
Yeah, I just started off like just fishing off the land, and then
Mrs. Dad's got a boat, so I just normally go out on the boat. We go out to Redcliffe and yeah, go fishing around there. Just chase whatever, like brim, snapper, flathead. That's mainly what you get like around this area.
All right.
But I like mud crabbing though.
Where do you go for that?
I got a little secret spot, can't tell you.
All right then.
But yeah, I don't eat the mud crab though.
Oh,
I'll just
okay.
catch it.
Yeah, right.
I'll just catch it because my missus' family, they love mud crabs. Mum loves mud crabs. So I'll just go mud crabbing, put the pots out, and then get the mud crabs from 'em. So it's coming up to mud crab season like around this time of the year. Like around summer when the water's a bit warmer. Because in winter the crabs like to go into their holes and stay into the holes, but around when the water's warmer they like to come out.
All right.
So it's around this time of the year when it's starting to get a bit warmer. So I'll probably start go crabbing. Take you out one time, bro.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's good
Well,
experience.
yeah, I'll get the dinghy going.
Yeah, get the dinghy going.
Yeah. How far do you like? Oh, so you just go to Redcliffe, drop in over there.
No, I got a little spot like out at like near Pine River and that.
All right.
Yeah, like Nudgee area. Yeah, there's like a few spots out there where I go. Got to walk out there, but yeah.
Oh, cool.
Pretty dirty job though. You get muddy and stuff. Mosquitoes, bro.
Oh, dude. Oh, I'm so allergic to sandflies. Eh?
Oh yeah,
And
you gotta like wear like long pants, because man, mosquitoes just attack you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. So, what music and stuff you listening to at the moment?
I listen to a lot of music. I like all different types. I like who's got Pop Smoke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like Pop Smoke, man. Rest in peace. He died. When did he pass away? I think he passed away last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He was only 20 years old, man. But man, he's got some good bangers, man. Like just like before games and that, just like G you up, bro. Like get you going. But I don't mind like reggae, bro. I love reggae, man.
Oh,
like
right.
Bob Marley.
Yep.
Like just those old school like UB40.
I've been getting into like the Afro beats and stuff now.
That's gangster.
Like Burna Boy, Davido.
Yeah.
Yeah, them fellas.
Davido,
Yeah.
yeah. They're gangster songs, eh?
Oh man.
Like a reggaeton?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't mind that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It just makes you want to dance, eh?
Oh,
like
hell
get you
yeah.
just like want to dance, like that type of music, bro. Like
Yeah.
just hype music.
Just
get you.
moves you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
it's
like
good.
it. I love reggaeton, actually, yeah. What else? UK rap. I don't mind a bit of UK rap.
All right.
Yeah, UK rap's pretty cool. What else is there?
What in Netflix? Do you doing Netflix and all that stuff during all this lockdown?
I try.
Or you try not to watch TV?
Yeah, I try not to watch TV, or Netflix. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like I used to like if I pick a show, I'll like if I get addicted to it. I've noticed in the past, like if I get addicted to a show, I'll binge watch the whole thing.
Oh, true shit.
Yeah, so I can't
Oh.
I try to stay away from like Netflix and
Okay.
stuff like that because I'll get addicted to it. I'll always constantly watch it.
Oh damn.
Yeah, because there's this show called Outer Banks. It's on Netflix. It's about like young kids in America and that. I just got addicted to that. I watched the whole thing, man.
Oh, true.
Yeah, bro. I've been watched the whole season. So yeah, I had to get off that. But yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch a movie here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just actually started to read books now. Yeah, because I'm never a book reader. I used to always listen to audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like I didn't really get much out of audiobooks. I felt like I was just like listening to it, but not really taking anything out of it. So, gone old school, and started to read. Like people have been reading for centuries. Like it's a human thing to do. Like
way to pass knowledge and stuff on too.
Yeah.
Through like metaphors and all that sort of
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, I just bought 10 books, and just gonna read them all, smack them out, and obviously when you read a book, like actually try and digest it, and like actually think, oh, what is this book trying to teach me?
Mm-hmm.
Like am I understanding what this author's trying to portray? Blah blah blah. Like things like that.
Yeah, right.
Because obviously like when you first start to read, you just read. You don't really take it in.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I find myself when I'm reading, my mind will wander. Like I'll start thinking about things that like might going on in my life or whatever. I'll start thinking about training, blah blah. And like I'm like reading, but like I'm thinking about someone else.
Yeah.
So I always have to try like go back to
Try and focus.
focus, you know.
All right. Yeah,
So,
I've been doing a bit of reading and stuff myself, And it was like I think the book that really kicked it off was The Alchemist.
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty good book. Have you read that yet?
My missus is reading it.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I got her onto that because I bought that book.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have told me really good things about it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the thing that got me into it,
Yeah.
So like since getting that, just buy all these other books and just the stuff that you find in there, the messages that they're saying in the book, but it's like, well, what do they actually mean when they say this, and how can I apply it as well?
Yeah.
Because they're just dropping knowledge and like stuff, and because this one dude, he was like, there's this book called The Watered Man.
Yeah.
And like it's so this dude, like whenever he experiences pain, it's like, well, just think of it like you bending like a palm tree, like that stays like like in the ground, but it just goes with whatever. It's just like, well, it don't classify it as pain or something like that, because like this dude suffered with like chronic back pain. So it's just like, well, how do I, like, he just put however his sort of method was to sort of, and you sort of like, it's with anything, it's like if somebody says something bad to you, just bend it around, just like, oh yeah, so what? And then it's like, oh yeah. And it's like, yeah, whatever. It's just be like planted still, but just be able to deflect it how it's best, instead of like being like a rock and like no, I'm not gonna like break, and it's like, well, I'm right, I can stay here, sort of thing.
I like that. That's a good metaphor. Yeah.
But there's always things like that in books. So encourage you to just get into the reading.
Yeah, we'll just stick at it. Like I find it like it's like a form of meditation kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like when you're reading, it's just like you're like, you're in your head, you're just like, everything's like peaceful. You know what I mean? And what book am I reading at the moment? I read this book called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari.
Oh, right.
My mate actually gave it to me. So I think he picked it up at Op Shop or something like that. So basically it's like a lawyer, like this top shop lawyer in America. He had like a heart attack. He was just overworking too much. Like he had all the money, mansions, all that, and he was just working too much, overworking. Didn't really have much meaning to his life. He was just working, and then one day he had a heart attack in court, and he said, "No, I can't do this anymore." So he trekked off to India, to the Himalayas, and he went to go search for these monks that were hidden in the Himalayan jungle or mountain or wherever, and no one has seen them for like 3 years at this point. So he went out to go and search for them. And so he was trekking out in the jungle or rainforest for a week, and by himself. And he found these monks, and he lived with these monks. The monks brought him into their little village, and then started to teach him the ways of the monk, and basically he learned how to be what monks stand for. And he brought that back to America, and the monks said, you got to go back to the West and teach everyone about what you've learned. And he became a monk. So went from being like this top shot lawyer, working like, being really materialistic and worrying about his status, but he didn't really find that inner peace. You know what I mean? About a bit that spiritual part of being a human being. And that's basically what the book's about. Obviously, there's heaps of other little gems in there. Talk about like meditation. Talks about like reading books, breath work. Talks about breath work in there.
Yeah, it's good how they always put that sort of stuff in there. It's like, well, then you're doing it while you're reading it, and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, because you're practicing it as you're reading that sort of thing,
Yeah.
And you're trying to put your mind into that, and so you're going with rolling with the punches or whatever. And
Yeah, 100%.
just learning different perspectives and all that sort of thing too.
I think that's a big thing in life is
Yeah.
learning different perspectives and just
Yeah.
being open to new perspectives and people's perspectives. You might not agree with them,
Yeah.
but just like listening to them and you know,
Yeah.
getting those perspectives and
And they can all coexist, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't mean that everybody has to like get their way all the time.
yeah,
But it's just like, well, you can do what you want to do, like here, and I'll just do what I want to do here. Like, what
Yeah.
it doesn't affect you. Like
yeah,
me doesn't affect you.
yeah,
So
yeah, literally.
yeah, unless like it does, then then
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, like how people like have problems with like homosexuals and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff, and
Yeah,
it's like, man, or like all the trans things and
yeah,
all the things that people are like coming out and saying, well, I'm comfortable to say that I'm this now.
yeah,
They like they've always got something to say, like, oh,
yeah,
how can you be that? You're a this, or how
Yeah.
can you be that? You're. It's like
yeah,
because like yeah, we can't explain everything. Like
Yeah, that's
science
it.
doesn't explain everything. It
Doesn't-
explains
yeah.
something.
yeah,
Like it puts like process to things, and it like lets us be able to get like advance and all that sort of thing. But
yeah.
we can't hold that as the only thing that exists.
Exists, yeah, 100%.
Like, because you need to be able to measure something
Yeah.
to be able to have a science around it. So how
Yeah.
can you measure something that we can't like see or grasp, or
Yeah,
it's like
literally.
just a feeling? Like,
It's just a feeling, yeah.
Like yeah,
Yeah, you can't tell people how to feel, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you know, if a certain person feels that way, then who are you to say, you know, tell them not to feel that way? You know, that's what their human instinct, that's what they're feeling as a human being, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So yeah.
and it's just being able to channel it. What do you call it? Like productively, you know.
Mm.
So like ADHD kids when they were
Yeah.
when they were 1, get put into primary school. I mean not 1, in grade 1, get put into primary school, and then they're like, well, you have to conform to these rules,
Mm.
and it's like, well, that's not how. I'm like, I need to move.
Yeah.
Like at least let me get up and not have to sit at this desk. Like I
Yeah.
can walk around and listen to you,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to sit here all day, because then I'll
Yeah.
just start fidgeting
Yeah.
like this, and then I'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
And then so they're always on the back foot sort of thing
Yeah.
until they conform,
Yeah.
or they get drugged up or whatever. And
Yeah.
so you're like sort of breaking people's nature
Yeah.
to make them do certain things.
Yeah.
So like it's just conditioning, you know. Like
Yeah. That's what the education system does and
yeah.
what society does to us.
Yeah,
these
pretty
days.
much from like birth, you know,
From
because
birth, yeah.
your parents are told to live a certain way, so they're gonna
Yeah.
impression like you with that sort of stuff,
That-
and
yeah.
then it's like I think we're getting more free-minded as we go.
Yeah.
Like because each generation is always gonna have a thing to resist,
Yeah.
like from before, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I know, I've seen you do that stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's so many wrong things that just keep getting perpetuated,
Yeah. For sure.
and like without anybody even thinking why.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, well, we can do shit differently, you know.
Yeah. 100%.
So it's like we've got to learn from the past and then apply it to the future,
To the future, yeah.
because
100%.
all this stuff wasn't concocted when like I was born, or even probably when even you were born, you know.
Yeah.
Like most of this shit around the place. So
Yeah.
it's like why should we put bounds on what we should do?
Yeah.
So,
100%.
yeah, as long as it's like not killing everybody and shit. Like I'm glad like COVID response has been as tough as it is, because like we really don't have much of a population in Australia,
Yeah.
and if it got out and started going rampant, then
Yeah.
like like I think my mum would have died, my dad would have died.
Yeah.
you
People
know?
feel like there's underlying health issues, you know, like
yeah,
elderly, like they're most at risk, obviously, because
yeah.
they're old and they've got
But, yeah,
underlying health issues and
Young
stuff like
people are dying like
Mm.
There was a 30-year-old guy died today, and a 30-year-old chick died
that. Yeah.
day before last as
Wow.
well.
Yeah.
So it's like young
Wow.
healthy people are like dying
Yeah. Well, that's
from
crazy.
it. So
Yeah.
underlying health conditions or not, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this thing is taking them out when their underlying health condition isn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
That could have like been like another 20, 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who really knows?
No, it's a crazy virus. Hey, like it doesn't discriminate. Like it, take
Yeah.
out anyone. But
Yeah. And yeah, all the celebrities and stuff that are now like going, oh man,
yeah,
it's like really kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Like, this Delta strain is like
Yeah.
no joke sort of thing. So,
yeah,
because like look in India and that, like,
yeah,
did you see all the fungus things that they're getting? Like, they're administering these antibiotics when
Yeah.
they go in there, and that's where it started. The Delta
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
They were
really?
administering these antibiotics,
Yeah,
and then they started growing, like developing these like
yeah.
their limbs and stuff would go black and all of that, and
Wow.
it'd
So is that
just-
how those new strains come about?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, wow.
From because and antibiotics is like how
Yeah.
if you're taking them and you don't take them long enough, it
Yeah.
could be worse.
Yeah. Because I was
So-
wondering, like, how do these new strains come about? I was like,
yeah. So if you're administering it a little bit, like
Yeah.
enough to get whatever your body immune system low,
yeah,
and you're trying to do something else to it,
yeah,
and then and then you'll stop that course,
Yeah.
and then it takes over
yeah. Wow.
because you're you sort of damaged yourself.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
that's-
crazy times, eh?
oh, for sure.
But yeah, man, like I think the government has a big role to play in, like teaching people like to like how they can combat, coronavirus. Like what are things you can do to better your health. You know what I mean? So that you can, if you do get coronavirus, that you're not gonna,
Yeah, that's it. Because we can't rely on medicines and shit, eh?
you can't always rely on
Yeah.
medicine. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, and like it costs money to we were saying
Yeah.
it costs money to be able to do like have medicine
Yeah.
and all these vaccines and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
it costs a lot of money.
a lot of money for all these
Yeah.
vaccines, and
Mm.
they're not like they were coming out saying hell no, we're not giving these away for free.
Yeah.
Like this is like us for the next
Well,
four-
like, my kids are gonna be paying it off.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but I think like vaccines. Like, obviously, I'm pro-choice. Like, I don't care. Like, if you want to get a vaccine, then that's your choice. If you don't want to get a vaccine, then that's your choice. Like, obviously,
Yeah.
we live in a country where you have freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom to do whatever you like. But yeah, just like I don't know, like how efficient they are. You know what I mean? Like obviously, it doesn't stop you from like transmitting it. What does it do? Like lessens your
Just
Se-
the effects
severity?
of it. Yeah, the severity of it.
yeah
Because there have been a lot of people that
Yeah.
that died in
yeah
America,
yeah.
but they've got a different healthcare system and all that.
Yeah,
So
they
you
got
can't. It's not comparable,
No.
really.
because they got to pay for their healthcare over there.
Yeah, and
We-
it's like so much population more than
Yeah.
us too. Like,
Whereas
we just rock up. Like,
Yeah.
and then we've got wards that are dedicated to that here.
yeah
So
yeah.
it's like they've set up for it.
Yeah, I think my thing is like I'm all for like if people want to get vaccinated, like that's their choice, 100%. But like people that choose not to, like getting less freedoms. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like who is the government to tell me what to put in my body?
yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
even terms of employment and stuff like that too.
Yeah, like
They're going, well, if you want to work here, you have to get the vaccine.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like,
I don't know. Like I just feel like like choosing the government choosing people like who's non-essential and essential. Like if you're not an essential worker, like is it not essential not to feed your own family? You know what I mean? Like
well, yeah, it should have been like office things, work from home. Like,
yeah,
that's the whole thing. Like, just work from home.
yeah,
Yeah, and the thing is, like, they're paying for these massive buildings or whatever
yeah,
that they have to keep paying their leases for because they
Yeah.
have a contract agreement.
yeah,
And so, like, people are like, oh, we need people in here to make it look
yeah,
like to utilize the space that we're paying for. Like,
Yeah.
when it gets down to that, that's like pretty dumb.
yeah,
But some businesses are doing it like really good,
yeah.
They're like, well,
Some businesses are thriving. Yeah,
oh man, people are working from home all the time. Like,
Yeah.
come into the office once a fortnight or something, if that.
yeah,
And like, making the people happy, but as long as they're able to get out and do shit.
yeah.
like,
I think there's pros and cons to this whole
Yeah.
like lockdown, but I feel like there's like these lockdowns. Obviously, have you seen that the Lifeline put out like a statistic, like they said like they had like received like 3,500 phone calls in one day.
yeah, right.
Yeah, and like it just shows you like there's that many people out there that are like just like struggling because of these lockdowns. Like people can't feed their families.
Yeah. Well,
Like, just
domestic violence has
domestic
risen
violence
like
has risen.
40%.
Like you just gotta think
That's a
about.
big amount.
Yeah, like it's just like I just feel I'm just grateful I get to work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I get to work. There's people out there that like don't get to work, and the people that are making these decisions for the greater population, they're still getting paid, and some of them have taken pay rises.
A lot of them have, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And
Yeah, the
like,
federal politicians and the state, like they've actually risen their pay rises.
yeah,
Sort of thing, the percentage.
100%.
So, it's
And like just like the media has a big role to play in it too. Like
Oh,
when you
dude,
turn the TV on, it's just
yeah, that's all they're doing.
coronavirus, just fear mongering,
You
just
can't
people
watch, it's
you
like,
can't watch it, bro. You
No,
know, it's not
hell
good for
no.
your mental health.
Yeah.
Um,
And like all the news, like it's pretty much all the news is it's entertainment. Like
yeah,
especially since Corona.
yeah,
Like that's what they pretty much are, is just it's an entertainment source.
yeah,
And people are like, instead of looking at sitcoms and like fake shit,
yeah.
they're like, oh, somebody's life. Oh, and the
Yeah.
journalist doesn't fucking give a shit
They don't
if it's
care.
real or not. They're like,
Yeah.
dude, they're just writing it. That's
They're just
like,
writing it,
Send. They just want to be the first.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, like with all these African gangs and all that sort
Yeah.
of shit. I'm like, dude,
yeah,
what? I drive through the streets all the
Yeah.
time. I don't see any of this. Like, what
Yeah.
are you talking about?
yeah, man.
It's like, what the fuck?
That's why I don't watch the news, man. Like the news
Yeah.
is just like just propaganda, man. Just like
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
just
And it's just agendas.
agendas, man. Yeah,
And like Rupert Murdoch, he owns Fox News
yeah,
and he owns news.com here.
yeah,
So news.com is the biggest news source in Australia.
yeah.
And Fox News is like massive, like in
In
America.
America,
and that.
yeah.
And so it's like,
When one person owns like most of the media,
yeah,
controls the media, you know, obviously then he's going to control what you see, what you hear.
yeah,
So he can they can control you through the media, like it's called a TV program for a reason because they can program you
yeah, well,
and brainwash you. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't watch TV anymore. I don't watch the news anymore.
mm-hmm.
Instead, just do other things like read books and feed your mind with positive things because like there's a lot of like crazy stuff going on at the moment. You know, just the virus and things like that. You know, I think it's a good time to look at yourself and see what you can do to better your life.
Yeah,
And like try and build my immune system up so it's strong. So it's stronger. So if if one day I did get the virus, my body can
has the best opportunity to
best
fight
opportunity to fight it. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? But yeah,
it. Yeah, that's where food's important and all that stuff, eh?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
just getting the right stuff.
it's a good thing how have humans survived for centuries and centuries and millions of years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
And
through-
we used to like live in our own shit and stuff, you know.
Yeah. So our bodies are capable of overcoming these these viruses. I think it's just with this day and age, with all our foods contaminated and all that, like people that have like underlying health issues and things like that. It's due to the food that we eat. You know what I mean? That's how people get sick.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because like look at America with all the pesticides and shit that they use.
Yeah.
And they're using like genetically modified food,
yeah,
and like all their people are getting obese and sick now.
yeah,
It's like because of that genetically modified food.
yeah.
Like it's just like
Yeah,
not
GMOs.
really good for you.
No, all processed foods.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, like we're all human. Like we're all gonna eat processed foods. Here and there. But yeah, I think that's one of the biggest. I think coronavirus affects people that are obese. Like they're at high risk of like dying if you're obese. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, too easy, man.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Well, yeah, that was a good chat. We'll
Yeah, no,
have
appreciate it,
another
man.
time
Eh?
Soon, eh?
Yeah, for sure. But I
was
could
like-
keep
Talking for ages, man. I should do it on a weekend, bro. I'll talk to you for freaking hours and hours and hours.
sounds good.